Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is your host, Modest Joe. So we are back in Farming Simulator 25. The last thing that we are going to be doing is going to be cultivating a large field here. So let's hop into our tractor. We'll go into this one here. Alright, let's get attached to our cultivator. Get that attached. Alright, and then this one up here. Let's get this one cultivated. We can turn on our GPS. So, and then we need to actually lower this guy. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing with this field is I'm going to be turning it into a grass field. There's plenty of things we can do with grass. We can either just have it as grass and sell it that way. We can turn it into hay and sell it that way. Or we can turn it into something called silage, which is just a fermented grass type of product. It's really good crop to sell. You can use it for feeding your cows if you have any cows. We don't, obviously, but we can also just get this field going with the grass. If you ever do decide to get cows, then we have silage for that. So the reason why this dirt looks different than this dirt is because this field needs to be mulched. But we don't have a mulcher, so it's going to have to be like this. And the way it is right now is it's going to grow weeds. So we're going to have to figure out how to get rid of the weeds afterwards. That's okay, we can do that, that's easy. So I'm just going to chug along here. I am going to get this cultivated, and then I will bring you guys back when this is all done. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. finishing up this last strip here. And done. Okay. So, when it comes to planting the grass, we have to use our seeder. Let's go and put the cultivator back. Right there. Okay. Let's get attached to our seeder. Now, I do believe last time we are also looking at this particular seeder and the fact that you can actually add a fertilizer tank to it. So let's just go over to the store. Go to the workshop area. Go to this wrench icon. And activate it. Go to our seeder here. And go to customize. And then we can add that fertilizer mount right there. So that'll add the fertilizer to here. Customize that. That's going to bring us back by 5,000. And then since we have the fertilizer attachment now, we can go down to our yield improvements, consumables, and then let's get ourselves a box of solid fertilizer, this one here. Get back into our tractor, reattach the seeder, back this out. And that's our box of fertilizer right there. So then it'll automatically open up, just like that. Load that in there. You can see the white there, that's the solid fertilizer. Go back across the street. Right, let's get into our forklift. So I'm just going to take the bale fork off. I'm going to purchase for this one here a pallet fork. Just like that. And then we're going to bring our box back. So this will be good in the future because we're going to get pallets of eggs. Get that attached. Make sure we can get underneath this box here. Just like that. Lift it. Alright, so that's good. Let's get this over to our farmyard. Go. Just put this at the side of the house. Right here. Fork out. There we go. Get this parked back where it belongs. Turn off the engine and let's get into our Challenger. Turn that back on and let's head off to our fields. So now that we have some solid fertilizer in here, it'll also add a layer of fertilizer. You can fertilize your fields up to 2 times. but you have to wait after they sprout, and then you can add more fertilizer. So this will just take care of the fertilizing stage to begin with, which is great. Now we don't want to plant canola, so we'll change that to grass by pressing the Y button on the keyboard. Get this lined up. Oh, no. Sir. Sorry, I accidentally pressed hire manual labor. Let's not do that. It's my money that I'm using. Alright, so don't need any headers, or headlands I should say. Turn on our seeder, lower that, and let's get going here. Alright, so that's gonna change the ground to look like this. It's also gonna put on a layer of fertilizer. So if you go into your map, go to your soil composition, you can see that there's a blue line here. Keeps going. So the light blue is one coat of fertilizer, and then the dark blue here that you see here is 2 coats. We can go ahead and get this going here. Now, the one good thing about this is that we're not actually going to have to worry about weeds, because with grass, grass never grows weeds, so you don't have to worry about that. So like I said before when we were cultivating this field here, the reason why it doesn't look like this nice brown dirt over here, but it looks like it's like a messy, orangey kind of dirt. That is what weeds will grow from. So doing it this way, they won't grow. We don't have to worry about that. Alright, so I'm going to chug along. I'll get this going. And then I'll bring you guys back when we are done that. Alright, I will see you momentarily. the end of our planting. Just like that, we now have our own grass field. So let's go put our cedar away. I know that we have another field that isn't cultivated, but we'll do that in the next month. Because I'm pretty sure if we look at our calendar, right here, yeah, so the only thing that we can do is canola, grass, oilseed, which is just organic fertilizer, and poplar. I've never used poplar before. I don't know how to do it. I'll have to do research on that. But in the next month, we can plant barley as well as wheat. So we'll probably end up doing another wheat because we do have chickens. They do eat wheat. And we do have some in our silo already, so that's good. So let's go and drop this off where we used to keep it. Here. Now, when it comes to the grass, we're going to need something to mow it with. So we need to jump into our store here, go down to grassland. So this is where you'll find your mowers. And the one mower that would be the best would be this one. This attaches to the front of the tractor and is used with this one. I want something that's bigger, so this one will be better because it's 3.9 meters instead of 3.4. But it is $16,500. Now, we don't have $16,000. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'll attach myself to the grain trailer. This. Let's go and sell off one load of wheat. So let's see where the best prices are currently for wheat. So it is at the worst time, but we desperately need to have money at the moment. So it's at the farmer's market. I know it has a down arrow, but that's okay. It is still the highest selling stat. So we'll take that place. Let's drive on over to the farmer's market there. Just down this road. Alright, let's see how much money we can get for our grain. Alright, almost enough. So let's drive on back. So we do have a shed that I think is actually quite useless because you can't really fit any machinery in there. So I think we can go ahead and just sell that outright. Park our grain trailer right here. This is the shed I'm talking about. So the doors are really small. Forklift can barely fit in there, so that's why I have it out here, not in here. And as you can see, there's 2 support structures, 4 actually, no 3, 3. So you're not going to be able to get anything over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just get this sold. So get into our build menu here. Click on here, and it's $4,000. So we can sell that. And now we have enough to buy our mower that we wanted. Just like that. Now the only other thing is, if you've ever mowed a lawn before, it just kind of like sits in the grass and you have to actually rake it up. Now, with tractors, they actually do have a rake-like tool, and those are called windrowers. So if you go over to the windrowers, we can see that there's a few different kinds. So this one will windrow it to one side, to go down the other side. This one, however, will take the grass and put it down into the middle, like down here. And then you can pick it up with our baler here that we have. And then we can make little tiny grass bales out of it. So we can go ahead and do that. The other thing is, the other thing that we can do is get something called a tedder. So tedders, it kind of looks like a windrower, but it's not. This will actually flip the grass over to turn it into hay. So I think that we should probably go ahead and see about making enough money to get this windrower and at least this tedder. So the only way that we can probably do that right now is to do some more contracts. Of course, we did kind of screw up last time. Okay, I screwed up last time. And we sold the grain at the wrong place, and then the NPC got mad and took a lot of money, and now we owe a lot of money, but we can fix that. So I am going to go ahead and get some contracts going. So if we go in here, we can see that we have a bunch of contracts. So this one is worth 10,000, so we can actually use our own equipment for that one. And then there is this baling one, so we can, I think we're going to use their baler because it's bigger than ours, and that's a really big place. So we can borrow the items for $400, so we'll still make a decent amount of $7,000. So let's borrow that. And we'll see how much money we have after doing those 2 jobs. So I'm going to do a jump cut here, and then I will meet you guys back when that is all done, and we will see what our new equipment looks like. I will see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. So, I have been busy, and I got ourselves the grass care stuff. So, this is our mower here. Across to the store. This is our windrower. So, this will make it into nice, neat rows when we cut the grass. Put this over here. And then finally, I did splurge a little bit, and I got ourselves a bigger tedder. So that's the one. That's the machine that turns grass into hay. So this is the bigger one. I can unfold it here. Just like that. So that's a pretty significant increase from the one that we were looking at before. Alright, let's just park this here. And eventually we will get like a proper shed to put our machines under. As it stands right now, this is what we got. Alright, so I'm going to end it there. So we got our grassland stuff going. We have our field planted. I'm thinking that maybe next episode we advance to the next day, which will be the next month. And we can see what's going on in that month. I will see you guys next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in our next episode. Thank you and goodbye.